every cozy game is coming out in November. No, I'm serious. Like, every single cozy game is coming out in November. From new farming sim games, to adorable creature and animal games, to games that make me question, is it cozy? It's cozy enough games, to massive updates for cozy games we already love. November seems like it's going to have it all, and to help you get started, to help you get settled for the month ahead, I've compiled a list of all the cozy games you need to know about that are coming out in November. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Payton. It is nice to meet you, it is nice to see you, and welcome to the corner. Honestly, it's been a while since I've done one of these monthly, all of the cozy games coming out type of things, because honestly, there have been some months that have just been kind of lackluster for me recently. But when I was thinking about November and all of the games that were coming out, I feel like I was too excited to not make a video. So we're going to be going over a bunch of brand new cozy games that are coming out for the first time in November, as well as 2 games that are having big updates in November. We'll start with the new games, and we're gonna go in order of release. So the games that are at the start of the video are coming out sooner than the games at the end of the video, and then we'll tack on the updates at the end. Cool? Cool. Before we get into it, please be sure to click the lovely little like button, as well as subscribe for more cozy gaming content, as well as if you want to see this live, in a live format, in a non-edited format, I live stream right here on YouTube and over on Twitch multiple times a week, and we would love to see you to stream, okay? I'll shut up. We gotta get into the releases. We're starting out with a game I almost didn't put on the list because I don't know how cozy it's gonna be, okay? I'm not the cozy game gatekeeper. I've said this before, I'll say it again. You get to decide what's cozy to you. This game, I'm saying, is cozy enough because it is wall full of action and combat. It's about farming and cute little creatures. Farming and cute little creatures outweighs the action, I think. And I think it's cozy enough. And this game is a really big upcoming one. This game is called FARMAGIA. FARMAGIA is a brand new adventure full of frantic monster combat and rewarding farming simulation. After the death of Felicidad's ruler, the despotic overlord Glaza seizes power and imposes an oppressive regime on the world's inhabitants. As Ten and his fellow FARMAGIA friends, you'll command an army of monsters as you explore and battle across the treacherous lands of the underworld, collecting resources to take back to your farm. There, you'll upgrade your skills as a FARMAGIA, growing more monsters to nurture and developing their new traits to aid your battle. At its core, this is a game where you are farming for new monsters to join your army. I think that sounds really cool. Okay, I think this sounds really cool. Admittedly, when I first heard about this game, I was not interested. You can find the footage of me reacting in a Nintendo Direct, but as time has gone on, I have changed, okay? Things have changed because I'm into the combat games now, and this seems like a really fun way to explore combat because it's all about growing your different army members. I think there's something so much fun about creature collection games and farming games, and so the fact that we are putting them together in this very narrative, cinematic type of game, I'm really interested in this. Normally, this is a game I totally pass on, and a game I might not usually put in a video, but we're starting out the month with this game, and I'm definitely very interested to check it out. The next game on the list is a game that I have played the demo of in the past, and I've enjoyed it so much. This is one of those like oddly satisfying games where it just feels really pleasing to play it, and it's been one I've been excited about for a while. This one's coming out in early access, and it's called Trash Goblin. Trash Goblin is a wholesome and cozy shopkeeping game where you uncover and clean trinkets, then upcycle them to sell to endless, colorful, and quirky customers. You'll spend your savings to upgrade your shop, buy new and better tools, and even expand your business to new exciting districts around town. The game will feature 50+ trinkets, accessories, and variations to find, clean, repair, and upcycle, 8 different tools to use across 3 trinket care minigames, 15+ NPCs to get to know and sell to, 25+ quests, endless customers, and of course, endless gameplay. When I played the demo of Trash Goblin a few months back, I remember being surprised by it because at first I thought this was just about like cleaning the trinkets that you find and then reselling them. But the game actually has a whole other component that I think is probably the most interesting part, where you can actually like fuse different trinkets together and completely make them your own. I think for me, that's gonna be the most fun part about this game. While it does seem like there are tons of really satisfying things to clean and fun customers to get to know, I really like the creative element that you're going to be able to kind of like make different combinations and sell your own thing, as well as you can customize your own shop. I love the vibe of this game so much, and I think it's going to be a really fun and really satisfying time. The next game on the list is another game where I've been debating, is it cozy enough? I declare, yes. They even made a trailer called the Cozy trailer, so I think this game is very aware of the fact that it can be both cozy and non-cozy, but it's up to you and how you want to play it. This one's gonna be perfect if you like a medieval and fantastical vibe. This one is called Mirthwood. Mirthwood is an enchanting RPG life sim. After fleeing a continent swept with war, you arrive in a new land for a fresh start. You'll experience an immersive medieval fantasy world sandbox that allows you to choose who you want to be. You'll get to manage your own homestead, build a farm, plant and harvest crops, keep animals, and upgrade your facilities to craft items and gear. You'll also get the opportunity to explore in this game, because Mirthwood features a rich, fully realized world with gorgeous hand-drawn graphics, immersive sound effects, and an original musical score. It's an open world comprised of 6 different regions and 3 distinct towns. You'll have to battle through storms and winter and even disease with survival elements as you progress through a bewitching world. You'll also have the opportunity to socialize with other characters, as there are so many NPCs you can either befriend or insult in Mirthwood. You'll get to establish and grow relationships, unlock new social interactions as your relationships grow, and even uncover more quests and tasks. And you'll also have to do just a little bit of combat, as Mirthwood will pit you against a variety of enemies, from bandits to werewolves. So you'll have to equip yourself with a collection of weapons, armor, and clothing. Mirthwood is such an interesting game because it seems like it has a little bit of everything. You can just kind of, it seems like you can just focus on like the farming stuff. Like they made a big deal in the Cozy trailer about making artisan goods. So if you like that part of farming sim games where you get to process goods, maybe even make some wine, you can do that. You can keep really, really cute animals, but you can also turn this to be like total crazy survivor mode, where we're going to have to battle disease. You have the option to butcher your animals if you want to. I don't want to, but it seems like you don't have to. I'm interested in this one because they are saying that it's cozy. They're saying there are cozy elements in this game, but there are things in the game that seem maybe not what you think of when you think of cozy games. So I wonder, how much are we going to be able to customize our gameplay? How intense is this going to be? Is this cozy gamers dipping their toe into survival life sim? I don't know, but I'm interested. I think the art style is really cool. I have hair stuck to my lips because I have lip gloss on. I think the art style is really cool. I think the character interactions look really cool. The world, interesting. I'm interested, Mirthwood. I'm interested. And this feels like a very fall time game, so I'm excited to give this one a go. We must always have a witch baking game on the list. Witch baking. Baking, but you're a witch is like the new thing. I feel like there's like a million billion witch bakery games. But here's another one. This is another one. It looks cute. And I'm hoping that it's gonna feel different from all the other witch baking games. I like the witch baking games. There's nothing wrong with them, but it's like definitely the cozy game trend. Regardless, here's the newest witch baking game you need to know. It's called Magical Bakery, where you'll experience a life full of magic, challenges, and of course, the joy of creating sweets that will leave a spellbinding impression on your customers. Mainly, you'll become the ultimate baker and prove yourself worthy to inherit the Magical Bakery. As a young magical baker trainee of the Academy of Magical Bakers, it's time to put your magical skills to the test by creating delectable treats and decorating them with magic sprinkles to solve all your customers' problems, warm their hearts, or even make their day better. The game will feature a cozy management style where you get to run your own bake shop, you'll get to bake all sorts of sweets and pastries infused with magic, you'll develop new skills, unlock new ingredients, and upgrades to the bakery, as well as pass exams at the Academy of Magical Bakers to prove mastery and inherit the shop, all while enjoying an adorable, whimsical style, as well as being able to customize your character to make them look like the magic witch of your dreams. I'm interested to see how Magical Bakery is going to set itself apart from being just another bakery management game. I feel like the world looks fun and whimsical. I like the different characters we're seeing here, the cats, and I like how the food looks as well. Feels like yet another good option if you like baking but with magic. I don't play favorites, but absolutely I do. I think this is my most anticipated game of the month. I am excited about this game. This has been a game I have been so excited about for so long. I think this game is going to do all of the things that I want it to do. I don't even need to tease you. Let me just tell you about it. It's called EVERHOLM. EVERHOLM is an open-ended role-playing game focusing less on punching your way through the island's wildlife and more on interpersonal relationships. Lily is searching for her lost sister, Melanie. During her search, she happens upon a magical portal that lures her into EVERHOLM, a cute, cozy little island where everyone seems to recognize her. Gathering her wits, she sets out to uncover the mysteries of this little slice of life heaven with the help of a local witch. You'll need to meet the residents of EVERHOLM, gain their trust, and figure out why they're stuck on this mysterious island. But EVERHOLM isn't just about talking to locals. It's about living together, learning new skills, and making the most of the cute little island. Lily will have to learn how to farm crops, forage for supplies, fishing, raise livestock, and more. Pretty much turning a run-down homestead into a cozy and well-kept place to truly call home. But EVERHOLM isn't too cozy of a cozy game. It's not all sunshine and flowers in EVERHOLM because the island has many secrets which need to be pried open by force or finesse accordingly. You'll delve into procedurally generated dungeons to fight monsters that lurk underground, requiring powerful weapons and spells to survive. This game gives me the vibes that I loved so much from a recent cozy game I played called Bloomtown, A Different Story. Different types of games, but in it that it is a cozy game that has a creepy atmosphere. It's cozy, not too cozy, dark, but not too dark. I think the characters look really cutesy, but the thing that intrigues me the most about this game is the world. The art style of the game and all of the images we're seeing, specifically the buildings, how the farming looks, it all looks stunning. I want to be in the world so bad. I want to run around. I want to do the combat. I think even the little creatures that we're seeing from the trailer look cute and not too overwhelming, so I think even if combat's not usually your style, this might be a good one. I'm not sure what it's going to kind of be like with the dungeons as of yet, but I like games like this where there are dungeons because it seems like the combat is kind of always like in a specific place. So you're like expecting it, like you're going to the dungeon, you know you're gonna fight some monsters, but maybe you won't have to fight the monsters like out on your farm. That I don't know yet, but I'm excited to find out. I think this is gonna be an awesome game for fall. Gives me that creepy vibe that I love, but also is giving me cozy game fantasy. And I'm just really excited to see this one finally come out. The next game on the list is one I actually put in a video recently where I was talking about underrated upcoming cozy games that I haven't heard anyone talk about. So I've talked about this one recently. I'm gonna talk about it again because it's coming out this month, and I'm really excited about it. It feels like it is cozy but full of adventure. And this game is called Nightstones. In Nightstones, you awake in Mythica, a cozy island where magical stones change day to night. You'll explore winding paths or venture into the wild with your trusty glider and sailboat. To return home, you must befriend quirky townsfolk, discover hidden treasure, master magic, and face enemies in clever puzzle combat. I really like the vibe of this game. It feels so vibrant and cute. We're seeing so many of these games where you have a glider. I feel like the glider is the new thing, but I love it. Like, I kind of eat the glider up every time. It feels so satisfying to traverse through an area with a glider. I don't know why, but it does. And this game seems like it has a little bit of everything. You can do some climbing. There are really cute characters to get to know, puzzles, exploration. It seems like a really sweet time. I'm surprised I haven't heard that many people talk about this game yet, but it's one that I'm definitely excited to check out this month. There's no debating that the next game is a cozy game, because when I think of cozy game, I think of like what this game looks like. This is one that I've heard about for a long time. I'm so excited that it's finally going to be released, because it's been one of those cozy games in the back of my mind that I've just been like, oh, when is that one gonna come out? Well, it's coming out this month. It's gonna be perfect if you like adorable animals and you want a very wholesome time. This game is called, I think I got it. I think you don't pronounce the last T. Is it just Petit Island? Petite? Petit? I think in the trailer they say Petit Island. So we're gonna go for Petit Island. Welcome to the beautiful and tropical Petit Island, where you'll relive your grandpa's youthful adventures by exploring the island and meeting all the unique islanders in this heartwarming, open-world narrative exploration game, where you'll need to preserve his memories before they fade away. Grandpa was once a brave, adventurous cat who had many tales to tell. Now, as his memories fade, all that remains is the story that was told to his beloved grandchild Lily, and some in his old journal that have recently been discovered. It's time for you as Lily to go on your own quest to relive Grandpa's adventure and uncover new ones. The game features a beautiful island to explore, with so many hidden treasures and wild animals along the way. The main gameplay mechanic will be about capturing memories. You'll help Grandpa reminisce about his adventuresome days by capturing nostalgic spots on the island with your camera. You'll take a lot of photos with the locals, tourists, animals, and everything else you can find, all while getting to know the island's quirky and interesting cast of characters as you go along. And of course, you'll be able to customize Lily to your heart's desire with plenty of options, giving it an extra cute vibe. This game looks so beyond sweet. I love that it is narrative, but also it feels open for us to explore as we want. That's kind of like my favorite combo. I wonder if this one is going to make us cry. It seems like it might make us cry, but in a good way. We're gonna like relive our grandpa's memories. I think that's really sweet. It seems like it's going to be a simple mechanic of exploring and photo taking, but I wonder how deep it goes. It doesn't seem like this is just a photo game. It seems like there is more. Like, I saw fishing in the trailer. It seems like there's a little bit more going on than just a photo game, which I'm excited about, because while I do like photo games, there's tons of photo games. I'm interested to see if this one is different. Get to know all of the characters. The characters to me seem to be like the star of the show here. The art style is so adorable, and the characters that are a part of it are amazing to look at. I want to get to know them. They look sweet, fun, and I can't wait to explore this little journey. The next game on the list is our biggest entry from Nintendo this month, a game that is being revived from the Nintendo past console graveyard, a game that a lot of people have been asking to come to Switch, and now it's coming to Switch with not just one game, but two. I'm of course talking about My Sims, the Cozy Bundle. You'll make adorable friends and discover creative adventures across retro re-releases of 2 lovable games in the My Sims Cozy Bundle. You'll use your imagination to rebuild a town in My Sims and help a cute magical land become even better in My Sims Kingdom. There are stories to uncover, locations to explore, and lots of characters with big personalities to meet. You'll rediscover the charm of the two classic MySim games now on Nintendo Switch. Fan-favorite characters are waiting to meet you, and a lot of them will need your help. You'll relax with the charming tales of creativity and discovery, exploring two worlds full of puzzles to solve, locations to unlock, and townies in need of your help. But mainly, it is a cute and creative game where you'll get to create adorable Sims and customize the world around them. Unlock clothes and build options as you complete different tasks, as there are so many options to discover in both games. Okay, I've never played My Sims before, but when I started making cozy gaming content for this channel, my boyfriend let me know that when he was a kid, he loved this game, My Sims, and he always told me that if it ever came to Nintendo Switch, I should totally play it. Well, Alex, you got your wish, because this month I will be playing My Sims for the first time and seeing if it holds up in 2024. Is this going to be just a nostalgic game for people who grew up with the My Sims franchise, or is this going to invite in a whole new pool of players? I'm excited to play these games, because it's a bundle, comes with both. I wonder how it's going to feel compared to current crafting games. I have played a little bit of the regular Sims games, not too much. I know that this is like a stripped back, chill version. I know that this is a remake and it's not a brand new game. That is a little disappointing to me. I would love if there were just new games. I'm worried that the games are gonna feel like a little 2000 and whatever year they came out, but I've been told that these games are so much fun. A lot of people told me they specifically like the My Kingdom one, so I'm definitely excited to check this game out, and I'm hoping this can kind of fill like the crafting game void that I'm in right now, because I definitely feel like crafting games are harder to crack than farming games. I don't know, there's something, I feel like I just gravitate toward farming more easily than I do to crafting. But maybe this will be the one for me, and regardless, I think it's going to be a really fun time. The next game on the list, I promise I'll stop talking about after this. Oh my god. I've put this game in the past like bunch of videos. It's coming out this month, and it's definitely one of the biggest games of the month, so I had to talk about it once again. You're probably so sick of hearing the same description over and over again. But I think this is going to be a really big cozy game, and I'm excited to check out the full release, especially after having recently played its demo. This game is called Luma Island. You'll travel to Luma Island and go on an epic adventure, either by yourself or with your friends, where you'll get to build your dream farm, master different professions, collect magical Lumas, and unravel the mysteries of the island. Mainly, this is a new farming sim game where the whole draw to it is you get to pick from 7 unique, in-depth professions, each one with its own progression path. Whether that be a farming-related one, or there's a fishing one, there's even a treasure hunter or a jewelry maker profession. Based off of the profession that you choose will determine your path through the rest of the game. Some things will remain the same for everyone though. You'll have an adorable plot of land, you're in like a cute little camper. You'll get to do a lot of crafting, there are dungeons to explore, now with a cozy mode, so like if giant spiders are not your thing, you can make it a little cozier. You'll get to know all of the characters around town, go fishing, and more. Luma Island has a really unique art style. I previously have called them like little Lego people, but I've instead been told it is a mix of pixel and voxel art. It doesn't give me pixel art at all, but I totally get the voxel art. It just looks like, I don't know, something stunning and different than other things I've seen before. When I played the demo of this game, I will say walking around in the game, it felt really smooth. I'm interested to see what the full release is like because the demo was only the first few days in the game, and I felt like I didn't really know exactly what I should be doing or focusing on. It seems like there's a lot of different ways you could play the game. I'm most interested in the different professions. I don't know which one I'm going to choose because they have different skill levels and they seem like they're really going to shape the way that the game works. As well as it is creature collecting in a way because you get to collect these different creatures called LUMAs. So it seems like it has a lot of the things I like in cozy games. Creature collection, farming / other job occupation, mine / dungeons. I mean, what else do you want? This sounds like a good time. This was actually the most played demo in Steam Next Fest this year, which I talked about in my last video. So I know that this game is not just for the cozy gamers. Like, it seems like this is going to be maybe a big moment. I'm really excited to see if this game can really do something unique and captivate all of our hearts and become the next big thing. Did you ever watch Zootopia and you thought, this is good, but like, what if it was like a detective mystery story? Well, I got you covered because the next game kind of gives me that vibe. It's called On Your Tail. You'll embark on an intriguing getaway you'll never forget in On Your Tail, a sleuthy, story-driven life sim of relaxation, investigation, and knowing how to play your cards right. Set in a charming seaside village, On Your Tail follows the adventure of intrepid Diana in her pursuit of the perfect summer vacation. For a curious spirit like her, that means 3 things: exploring her new surroundings as she gets to know the eccentric cast of inhabitants, unwinding with some of the area's iconic recreational activities, and getting to the bottom of some of the most puzzling local mysteries. The game will feature a secluded, beautiful Italian town by the sea, characters that are both human and animal looking, as well as getting to uncover the big and small mysteries at hand, all while cooking local cuisine, try your hand at fishing, hitting the beach, playing games at the arcade, and more. On Your Tail is really interesting to me. On Your Tail definitely seems like a puzzling game to me, because when I first saw the game, I actually didn't know it was gonna be like a mystery game. I thought it was gonna be just like a cute, like, you're an animal-human type hybrid person, you're fishing, and you're hanging out in this cute town. And it is that, but it's also like a little detective mystery. This seems really unique to me. I'm interested to see how deep the narrative goes. Like, is it going to be more sandboxy where we kind of get to pick our own path in the game? Is it going to be narrative driven? It seems like it's going to be a little bit of both. Definitely seems like a really intriguing game this month. And the final of the new games coming out before we get to the updated games is a game I recently played the demo of and I'm so excited about. It's really great if you like cafes, cute little critters, and decorating. It's called Critter Cafe. Welcome to your new cafe, shared with some fantastical friends. When a mysterious portal in your new home reveals a long-lost critter stuck within it, you'll set out to rescue every unique critter and build a welcoming cafe for townsfolk and critters alike. You'll seek out rifts in the world to open a portal to another and guide the critters lost within, extending a hand to welcome them to your cafe family, growing bonds, and revealing more portals. You'll need to make your way through strange new locations beyond the rift with magical tools entrusted to you by your critter friends. You'll also get to run a wholesome cafe alongside your critters. And you'll have different mini games dependent on the different drinks you make. But mainly, you'll get to completely decorate your own cafe and your island home. There is so much to discover and so many customizations to have to really make this your own magical sanctuary. When I first saw this game, I thought, okay, another cute cafe game. Amazing, great. There are so many cute cafe games. And I always like them, but I'm always like looking for something different. So when I first saw this one, I was like, okay, cute little critters and cafe management. That sounds fun. Like, you're probably gonna just run the cafe and maybe you'll find these little critters. But the game actually feels like a lot more to that. I really was surprised when I played the demo how much like decorating and also exploration adventure was in the game, because you have to go through these portals and then you have to do like these little puzzles to maneuver to find and rescue these different critters, as well as you get to decorate not just your cafe, but this whole big area like where the critters are. It's really interesting because it's like cafe management by day, but then you can also go and do all of these other things. I enjoyed my short time playing the demo, and it definitely made me much more curious and interested to check this game out. It seems like it actually might be doing something different. Again, I like a creature collection game. We're collecting all the creatures this month. The creatures look really, really cute to me, as well as when I got to play the demo, customizing your character was really fun as well. There were lots of adorable options, and I don't know, I'm just excited to do something that's decorative, but also feels like there's a little bit more. It's not just no think and decorate or no think and serve some coffee. It seems like there's a little bit more to this one. And those were all of the new games coming out. Now let's touch on some huge game updates that are coming out this month. The biggest one, of course, is Stardew Valley's 1.6 update is finally coming to consoles. Oh my god. You guys had to wait for so long. I feel so bad. I've already played quite a bit of the Stardew Valley 1.6 update, but as I've learned in the cozy gaming space and the gaming space in total, not just cozy gaming, there is a lot that goes into porting updates and also new games from PC to console. So this game has been worked on literally the entire year. But yes, Stardew Valley's 1.6 update will finally be able to be played by console players. Now, in case you don't know about Stardew Valley, it is like the quintessential farming sim game where you inherit a farm and you pretty much have the option to support local business or to go with a greedy big corporation. But believe me, it's much more than that. I'm gonna pop up really quick the summary for what's in the 1.6 update. It's really big, as you can see. There's like a lot of things. The most notable things I'll highlight about the 1.6 update is there's an entirely new farm that you can start out with, and this new farm actually will have you start with a chicken coop and you'll get 2 chickens, which I think is a really nice addition because normally it's quite the grind to get a coop and animals, so starting out with it is something different and nice, as well as there are new festivals, there are lots of new mechanics, like there is a bookseller now as one thing I'm remembering. There are new outfits, there's a lot more late game content, there's even new pet options, as well as there are tons of new items, new lines of dialogue. You need to read through the 1.6 changelog yourself. This update has a lot of content. I myself have not even made it through all of the new stuff, and I've been able to play it since like February. I'm really excited this is finally making its way to console players. I hope that Stardew Valley has like another big moment because of this. I really enjoyed this game so much, and I love to see new people play it for the first time. I'm a newer Stardew Valley player. Like, I really got into it heavily for the first time this year. So it's been really fun for me to go along through this update and see other people play as well. It's coming out in November. And the final one is another huge update for my favorite cozy game of the year so far, and that is Fields of Mistria. I've talked so much about Fields of Mistria on this channel before. It's in early access right now, and it's finally getting its first major content update. In case you don't know about Fields of Mistria, it is pretty much like a Sailor Moon inspired farming sim game. It's got all your classic farming sim stuff, but this one, the kind of thing that sets it apart is the NPCs are hot. They're really nice to look at, but also they're really nice to get to know. The game also features a stunning pastel color palette, magic, and the need to rebuild a broken town after a disastrous earthquake. The new update that's coming out this month is going to feature a lot of new content. This is our first update, so we know there are going to be more to come because the game is just in early access. But as far as we know, in this update, we're going to have NPC heart progression raised from 4 hearts to 6, 6 heart events for dateable NPCs, and additional NPC dialogue. So that pretty much means you get to go on an extra date with each one of the romanceable characters. In the mines and dungeons, there's going to be new enemies added, as well as new cosmetic drops for monsters. For the town, the renown level is going to be raised by 20 levels, as well as giving you additional rewards, board requests, and museum content. Specifically, there's also going to be a brand new festival added to the game. Right now, there's only one festival, and it's in spring. As well as skill caps are going to be raised from level 30 to level 45, with new skill perks added in that we haven't seen before. And there are going to be tons of additional home upgrades, player and animal cosmetics, furniture, decor, and apparently much, much more. This update seems like it's going to pretty much just give us a nice step toward full release. I mean, there's a lot more they still need to add to this game. Their roadmap also shows you what's coming in future updates, things like marriage, kids, etc. But this seems like a really great step in that direction. I'm excited to go along the Fields of Mistria ride even more. I think that the base early access version that we've been able to play since August has already a lot of content. I mean, I've played like 100 hours of this game. You definitely run out of things to do, but you can continue like hanging out on the farm, breeding animals, talking to people, and I do think it is interesting enough. But boy, have I been waiting for this update to give me even a little bit more. Really excited to see this game is getting so much momentum in the cozy gaming space. I'm excited to see what happens for it next. And there you guys have it. Whoa, I told ya. You didn't believe me when we started the video and I was like, everything's coming out this month. I told you, everything's coming out this month. I feel like there's something for everybody on this list. We covered a lot of different types of cozy games today. So I want to know what your favorite was down below. What are you going to be checking out this month? And what games am I missing? Because, you know, I'm always missing a few. Let me know what you're going to be checking out this November. As always, please be sure to click the lovely little like button on your way out, as well as subscribe for more cozy gaming content. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.